I kind of want to watch this because people said that xQc did the worm. And that's really the only reason why I want to watch it. Okay, did I skip enough?
To fix it, so if you don't want
Oh my god.
We're good. I think it's because they're... oh, wait, well, it's fixed.
Oh, good.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, wait, what? When you talk, you show me.
When I talk, it shows
for stream feed.
Yeah.
What is this?
Yourself pretty much, but otherwise it's fine.
All right, I guess we'll just get started.
Okay, here we go, finally.
Don't about it. That's fine. Let's just pretend like it's not there.
So I just want to say, first off, like I was saying, thank you for doing this. I think it's important.
So, Chad, if you don't know what this is the copyright argument debate between H3H3, which people are saying L3L3, and xQc to see is reacting good, I guess. I don't even know what the whole thing is about.
Conversation to have, and I think you're the right person to talk to about it. Simply because I feel, and I think you would agree with this premise, that you push the fair use value, or apparently you don't even care about fair use at all. And I don't want to put words on your mouth, so you can correct me where I'm wrong. But you seem to not care about it, or at least you push it as far as it can go. So you seem like the right person to talk about it with.
Hey Matthew,
okay, so I think there's 3 points there.
If you could kiss webcams
I don't want to get too debated yet, but
so
basically,
like
I think I value a good live product, right? 1, 2. I think I'm the right guy because I do a lot of it. I do good reacts, bad reacts, but overall I do a high density of reacts. I do a lot of it. But on top of that, against popular belief, I guess these days, Chad,
I'm reacting. I just wiped my nose.
A lot, and I try to make an ecosystem where things are good and not conflictual.
Right.
That's the main point. Yeah.
Dude, okay, listen. Chat, you all will agree. I usually don't watch anything. I don't stray away from like the same 6 creators I always watch. Am I right on that? I always watch like the same 6. I never stray away. I barely watch like any. I watch Twitch clips, some bullshit, and then I do some stream. Like I don't react as much. I really don't. Is xQc the react lord? I would say yes. And I can understand why people get upset with xQc more than they get upset with anyone else. Because for Asmon, for example, Asmongold reacts to a lot of people that, one, not only are they okay with it, they they want him to react because it grows them and generates. It's like an ecosystem that they've created for the MMORPG community, right? Hassan, politics, they don't even know I don't even know who Hassan is. Some of them, they don't mind. But xQc, he goes everywhere with his reacts. He reacts to literally everything. So I think it's much more easier for people to like attack xQc. It's also easier to attack xQc because he streams sometimes 11 hours a day. So is he going to be always reacting, being able to do like good reacting content? No, sometimes he's going to walk away or be shittier because it's just how it is for 11 hours fucking streams. It's just what's going to happen.
Okay. So, okay, that's all fair. That's all good. I want to make one, I guess I want to make one thing clear at the top. Is that I want to focus on the YouTube uploads, because the Twitch streaming itself I feel like is too much of a gray zone, and there's industry standard. I would be less I would be more hesitant to call what happens on Twitch
they start fighting,
a violation of any kind. So I just want to focus on what you upload to your YouTube channel. Is that okay?
Okay, so that's gonna be a yes and a no. Because I truly believe that Twitch is somewhat of a competitor on VODs. If Twitch didn't have VODs, then that'd be wrong. That'd be right. But Twitch has VODs, and all the VODs stay up. When people react, they leave the VODs up. And it's quite the same thing as being able to watch or listen to music on stuff that remains in the VOD.
Okay, that's true. But just for the sake of this conversation, I just want to focus on, because like from a legal perspective, and I know you don't really care about the legality of it, and that's fine. But I just want to focus on like the YouTube videos as they stand as like a product. I understand that the VODs are on Twitch, and that would create an inherent problem as well. But just for the sake of the conversation, to keep things clean and keep us from getting too messy, that's my focus. If that's okay with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. Just for the sake of having a good argument, I'll do that. Except for when the topic matters.
Sure.
Right? It really matters. If it doesn't, overall, fine. but there are certain points that like it
How does his shirt perfectly match his necklace like that?
plays a big role into it. If it's too big, I think I want to ignore it. But
You know what? That's 100% fine. I guess I'm just saying that for myself, so that when I'm talking, you understand that I'm talking about your YouTube channel and not making general statements about what's happening.
Is that
on
a good
Twitch.
react?
Okay.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I guess my first question for you to start is that, do you think your work is transformative? Of course, that's one of the main tenets of fair use. Do you think your work is transformative?
Yes.
You do?
Yep.
Wait.
Here, I mean, okay, because I was watching you yesterday, and here you said it's absolutely not transformative. Here it is.
You don't have to care. That's totally fine. But do you agree that you've created non-transformative reactions?
100%. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We've agreed.
So here you say you've 100% made non-transformative reactions. Did you change your mind?
No, absolutely not. I didn't change my mind. The whole point is that nevers are really bad because I think we all have stuff that is not transformative. If you do,
Bro, he just was not paying attention. I feel like there's no way you can debate or argue when you haven't slept in 2 days. There's just no way. How could you even talk? I after 18 hours of being awake, I actually I could pass out. There's no way I could debate somebody after 2 days of being awake. You know what's crazy, chat? After this exact old situation, 5 hours later, him and I go get food. Like, so he was awake even longer. Like, what, 2.5 days?
Full on yes or no. I just kind of like play with the question, and that was kind of like.
So, but your work is not fully transformative. Some of it is not, by your own admission.
Yeah, some of it is less reactive. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because
well, that's fair. That's totally fair. And so because it doesn't matter to you, I don't think there's any point to really even discuss.
Jeff, that's why I went live.
Well, I can elaborate a little bit.
Go ahead, please.
And open the door a tiny bit, just to give you a general angle. I truly believe.
Isn't that Chance's giraffe?
That usually the people that enforce it are the ones that have a problem with it.
Why does it look stoned?
Right? The problem with the nature of the content itself. Because in terms of legality, right? Technically, if I'm playing some Telltale game, well, I mean, they could take me down anytime they want, right? Because that's their game, and I'm yoinking their stuff. Right?
That is true.
Legality-wise, they could clap me for everything I've got, but for just playing their game.
That is true. Like, I think legal-wise is a weak excuse because literally everything streamers do is illegal. Like, basically everything we do is fucking bullshit. That is true. It's all illegal. Like, I could literally show this drink. I could have this sponsor, and then this could be considered like they could copyright this because I have this drink on stream. They could copyright everything I fucking do. Any video I watch, anything I do, it's all copyright. Everything. It all. Unless I make 100% unique content, it is all copyright. Everything is.
Sure, yeah. But obviously, well, so fair use is decided on a case-by-case basis by a judge or jury. So it's hard to do big sweeping generalizations.
Don't give them the idea. Well, why would a game want to do that when they're getting free promotion? Like, they're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars of free marketing from streamers. Why would they wouldn't, they're not going to do that. They want you to do it. Plus also, if a game did that, they would get attacked. No one's going to do that. But for reacts, I've said this before, it's kind of crazy to think, like 6 years ago, Leafy is here, went after these streamers, or us, these streamers, lol, 6 years ago, and now it's coming back, and they're back then everyone was like, fuck you, Leafy, shut up, you stupid bitch, you fat fuck. And now it's actually true. And now people are like, oh, okay, like it makes sense why Leafy was going after them, and they're kind of saying he's right.
What is and what isn't. But ultimately, if I understand your position,
but then he posted a selfie and then just went out of the water.
You don't really care about the legality of it. You're more like concerned with the philosophical thoughts of reacting.
This guy replied to himself and said, that's not how it works, dumbass. For real, dude, it's actually mind-bending. He speaks as if he knows this for a fact. It's just not how it works. Bro, we have been contacted because we did do stuff like that before on shows, bro. We did. We've gotten contacted for copyright. What are you on about? We all know that everything's copyright. It's how it works. It literally is how it works. You could get copyrighted for everything. They just don't do it.
In the content.
You're looking really
the limitations
handsome
of that
today.
is that I care enough.
Matthew smiled.
Enough about it to where it affects me, right? So I have to care because it's the legality of it, right? Like if somebody wants to strike down, wants to send out a claim, whatever, I have to act on that, right? So whether I care or not, that will happen,
Right.
and it happens all the time. Except I like to create an environment where I engage with people and content that are not going to do that because they believe in the mutually beneficial nature of the interaction, such as video games. Even though the video games could strike me and that they want for just playing their game on my stream.
Yes.
Right.
You all understand that is the truth, right? A game could copyright anyone. My plan when I release my game is everyone that plays it, I'm going to copyright and I'm going to get them all banned. It's going to start huge controversy and it's going to make the game go viral. That is my plan.
Right. And so, okay. So I think my point is that we can kind of skip this whole conversation and move on to the because I think we both agree if we did a fair use analysis and
then I'll react
that
to it
when you says it's not transformative, that a lot of the stuff you do would fail the fair use test. So we're on the same page. Yeah.
And also a lot of your stuff too. So we're in the same boat pretty much.
Probably not as much. No.
So I did a little stats. Maybe you don't want to hear it or because you want to gonna la la la. But by density of content, with how much you upload as a person, as a channel, I upload this much, right? Overall, because I have a lot of runtime, you upload about this much. If you were to break down the percentage of non-transformative content, your ratio is almost higher as mine.
I have no idea what you're trying to say right now. You're going to have to unpack that more. I don't understand this much, that much. You got to explain that a little more.
So the content you upload on your YouTube and on your channels, right? The things that are on YouTube because you don't want to do Twitch.
Talking about my podcast?
Video games are not the same as videos. Dude, I'm telling you, like, PewDiePie literally got copy strike because of a game just because the devs didn't like him. It does happen, man. You just don't know it.
Doesn't matter. Your content. The stuff that you upload.
They're stupid when they do it, but
you control and upload.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
So overall, if you add all the content you put out there, right? I have about that much because it's a lot of runtime. It's a lot. I have
no fucking idea what you're talking about. Do you have proof of that? Like you're just saying that much, this much. That seems a little silly.
I have one of the highest runtime across the internet in terms of like putting out content.
Oh, but fair use doesn't have to do with how long your stream is. It has to do with your commentary on the video. If your stream is 12 hours long and you're reacting to an 8-minute video, it doesn't matter. It matters what you said about the 8-minute video. It doesn't matter how long you stream for. So I don't understand your point.
So if you let me elaborate on my point instead of breaking the semantics, right? Because you could win
semantics. That's how fair use works.
Okay, we're not even talking about the nature of the content yet. Fuck the content. It could be a blank.
Hold on, just to be clear, you said you don't do fair use, but I don't also. So we're talking about fair use, just to be clear, right?
Okay. Let's reel back a little bit and stop being stupid for a minute and just kind of like listen. Okay.
I'm listening.
You said that I upload non-transformative content. Yes, you said that.
You said that too, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%, yeah. And I said that you do too, right? And I'm not saying so you would say, oh, but dude, it's like a U2 double fault fallacy, right? But in the instance where you try to take the high road and say, well, I don't do this, guys. Well, you do. And my next point is that in amount of content that you upload, you're non-reactive. There's actually quite a lot.
I don't know what that means. You have to stop saying that. It doesn't mean anything. You're just saying stuff.
Well, I'm saying that
you're just doing this. You do a lot of this and this. There's no stats. There's no data. I don't even know what you're referring to. I mean, if you want to talk about stats and data, there's one specific video that I just analyzed. Just picked one out of the lot. A rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank tattoo. This is a let me just read off some stats, and you can tell me if mine matches up or is worse. So this is a video uploaded to your channel 10 days ago. A rapper who got a 10-minute Anne Frank, a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo, okay? So the original video runtime is 9 minutes and 13 seconds. Oh, sorry, no. The original video is 8 minutes 33 seconds. Okay, the video here that you uploaded is 9 minutes 13 seconds. That means you added 40 seconds to an 8.5 minute video, adding 7.8% runtime. Actually, I even did you a favor. I condensed all of your commentary on this specific video into just a short video because it's only 40 seconds. So I'll show this. Well, this is important because what you say, the commentary does matter. Because
before you finish, let me go. So you're about to prove me right. I said I do non-transformative dog shit. And you're about to show me non-transformative dog shit.
Okay, fair. So I don't have to show it to you.
I mean, go clap me because I mean I just said I did that.
Okay.
That's like saying I'm white and I'm on camera.
Well, you said that yours is more transformative than mine, so I don't understand the consistency or the point you're trying to make.
Now that you've brought that up, I mean, sure, let's like
well, hold on. Before you do that, let's just. Well, I do think it's interesting because the commentary does matter.
Okay, do that.
What?
Where?
Time, I began to notice
music.
Oh God, this is so good.
Arnold didn't have the best voice. He knows as one of the.
What the fuck am I watching? I mean, if that
face tattoo was finished. That's the response.
That is pretty good, actually. What the fuck? That guy's really good who did that.
Every time explains the
Oh, that's loud, though. Oh, is that Tana? What the? Adam 22. What the? But what is always think is done for many comments? I guess. I thought they had like one song. Fair enough. Hey, that's legit. Shit. Yeah, one song. Well, anyway, he's like Kappa. He talks normally and shit. Wait,
feel good about themselves.
Chat said nuclear.
So that's the entirety of the commentary you added to his 8, and I think it's even fair. And I know you don't defend yourself on this, so I guess it's kind of a moot
I'm
point.
sorry, that's hilarious.
The quality of the commentary, like you have to be commenting, analyzing, being critical of the content you're watching for it to be fair use, but that doesn't matter, right? Because you don't even believe it is.
Ethan, I think you're right. I think you got me. So I think instead, I think we should get an example, one of your examples then.
Sure, I'd love to.
Let's get one of your examples that show me the guidelines, what I should do to react. How do I post that in chat? Can I post this right? Click on that. So instead of having my example of it, I think we should use yours instead, so I could learn how to be a better creator. How about you click on that?
Good idea.
Ooh.
I'd love to check it out. Oh, I have to open it. Okay, I'll open it.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
1 second here. So yeah, you uploaded to your xQc clips channel. You uploaded 5.
You'll see.
Dude, you're.
Oh,
you uploaded 5. Well, I just want to explain it. You uploaded 5 clips. Or wait, shit. You upload on this channel so fucking much.
Just play it. So when it was my turn, you played my clip. When it's your turn, you don't play the clip and you just comment before seeing it.
No, I'm setting it up.
Chad, I have no opinion on this whole thing. I hope you know that. I really don't care. I think it's just funny.
For you, I'm gonna play.
Debates never matter. What do debates ever do anything? Nothing of this matters. It's just funny.
I'm opening it. Here, sorry. So here it is. Here's one of them from your channel.
1.2 million views and 6.
Now, is it okay?
They will come next after you. Good. I don't even know what to say. Go for it. I barely react. I actually barely react. Like, you can't say I react nearly as much as you probably want to perceive, because I just don't. I really just don't as much as I used to. You want to watch that? I barely stream. I'm not even live. Why do we react for so long as streamers? Because it's stalling content, a lot of it. A lot of times it's just stalling, right? The thing is, I don't even stream anymore to react. I did it. I stopped. I stream 3 days a week, 4 max. I barely stream. What do I react to? OTK clips? What is Squeak's gonna fucking copy strike me? That's it. And you laugh, you lose. All right. Like, I barely react because I don't have anything to react to because I barely stream. It's just the truth. Like, what I react to today, Mr. Beast, who said that everything's fine. OTK clips. Did I used to react to a lot more stuff? Absolutely. Did I stop? Yeah. Why? Because I just don't like to. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I just don't care.
Okay, if we watch this one. Ethan shows xQc how transformative reactions are done. Number 4. This is the one you
Sure.
uploaded. Yeah.
Number 4 works. Oh, number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3,
65
4. They're all good. So here it is. So you
Doesn't
can
matter. You
hours?
still
Okay,
react
King.
sometimes.
Finally
That's
over.
enough.
Logan
They
Paul
are coming for you. Look behind you.
Dude, please come after me. I have no content. I can react to them coming after me.
notice a problem already, Felix? There's a cut here.
Okay, King.
Jesus.
Why is there a cut there?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a cut here.
So whenever you play my video, did I say, "Wait, Ethan? I think I've seen something on the screen right there. Is that a dead pixel? Is that just play the fucking video, bro? Jesus Christ."
Okay, but it undermines your argument if you're showing an edited clip. If you're cutting out my commentary and then trying to say I don't
Happy
do fair
to have
use, it
spent
seems a
2
little silly.
years.
But I'll play it.
Would
I'll
you
play
have
it.
Play the
wanted to
video.
spend it anywhere else?
Finally over.
Mizkif
Logan
fuck.
Paul apologized.
Coffeezilla, your slang is. He is a lopsided journalist with an agenda, more like an internet criminal.
Oops, wrong video. That was the first response. He
There's
actually
10 seconds of
apologized
him sitting
in
there like a
another
moron.
response.
Look at this idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not high effort.
No. This is
editing
like
is not
that.
high effort.
I mean, hold on. Here,
Hold on,
let me
wait a
get
second.
a
That's not
taste
it
of
either.
this. He didn't talk about it. He's literally just sitting there quietly for the first 30 seconds. You should sue him. Fuck you, xQc, you thief bitch.
Turns out it's actually on his second.
Oh my God, I didn't know he said that.
I'll play the whole thing. Just let me know when to stop.
Single
If you want me to.
comment. It's entitled
introductory
"Thank You,
statement.
Coffeezilla." It's the third
They
response.
could
Are
sue
no
you,
longer
and
being circulated.
they would be
Chat, what the fuck is going on? This is enough reacts, okay? What am I supposed to react to? I'm out of my mind.
right to sue you, I think. They would be in the right.
What the hell am I supposed to react to? I'm freaking out.
Paul, and it's a pretty big change in Logan's attitude so far. So let's see what he has to say to us.
Coffeezilla is not a criminal.
Oh,
I
that's
wonder
a
what
relief.
Ethan
I
has to
thought
say, to be
Logan was
honest.
going to hire me.
What? Do you want to keep watching?
I'm just wondering, because the guy says, I wonder what he has to say. I wonder what you have to say about this, because I'm
Okay.
watching you, and you haven't said shit yet, so I mean...
Well, I'm just. Well, you told me to let the clip play. Do you want me to let the clip play, or do you want me to interrupt it? You got to choose a lane.
I was trying to be creative with it and kind of do commentary at the same time, and I was asking the oldie Ethan, the guy that's morally above everybody,
okay.
high roading, to react to it, but he's not saying shit, so there's like a problem with it.
Do you want me to keep playing it, or have
Keep
we
playing,
seen
keep
enough?
playing, keep going, keep going.
Okay, cool.
But in all seriousness, this video
That's a good one right there, boy.
does have some major admissions in it I want to go through. For one, Logan apologizes to me.
I called him. I apologized.
My criticism of him right now is that he uploaded this to YouTube. Because I understand the nature of. I mean,
live
listen,
streaming.
it goes on. But I'm going to tell you, I find it really interesting that you think this is compelling.
What?
This is actually.
There's too many Ethans. I have no idea what's going
there's
on.
so many cuts in it. It's not persuasive at all. But one thing I do want to ask you about is why you cut out the beginning of the segment when I talked about it. Here's when I set up the video. Here it is. And again, the framing, what you say in the before and after is really important. So here's how that clip starts, Felix, which you cut out for some reason. Yeah, so Logan made a video after he got absolutely bodied for his response. Where he's like, I'm going to sue you. This is bullshit. You're
Why did you cut
defaming
this?
me. Oh, you played a video.
So is that a
I think the thing is, look, we can all just, that's a terrible picture of Ethan, right? xQc streams for 12 hours, so that's why xQc sometimes his reacts don't seem as good, because xQc has to stream so long, because he's put a precedent on himself as xQc that he streams 12 hours a day. So for him, it's almost like that's kind of been his thing for years, and I feel like it's easier for someone like Ethan or me even to not react that much because we just don't stream as much. But it's totally understandable for someone to be like, yo, you uploaded my video, which is just completely bullshit, and you walked away for 5 minutes, yada, yada. That is totally understandable to be pissed about because, look, newsflash to chat, I might not believe this. I made videos, okay? I made videos on streamers. Well, that's how I made it. But my point of making those videos was for them to react, right? And I did it because I wanted them to react to it so it would grow. And the only reason why I'm here today in front of you is because, one, Nick Palm copy striked me. So he did it right. He actually copy striked my channel. And I had to message him and convince him not to uncopy strike me. But two is on my Who is Tyler 1 video, E-Rob reacted to it and spammed it in his chat, and it got in the algorithm, and it blew up. That's literally how I grew. And I've said this before. For smaller channels, us reacting is something that they definitely want, and it's great for them. Anyone between, I'd say, like under a couple 100,000 subs who gets like under like 100K video views. And anyone over like 1 million, it doesn't matter. But it's that middle ground where 90% of those content creators are, that it does hurt. And I will stand by that. I do think it hurts them when we upload videos, I believe, where they're that 100 to like 800K view range most of the time. Unless their video's like been out for months and it's completely dead, right? But if it's just uploaded, I think it does hurt it. I do believe it does. But there's also like, is there any like statistical proof on either side? Like, who has statistical proof? Do either of them actually have it? Or is it just like, I'm saying this because you're saying that? No. Keep watching.
Okay.
Like,
Oh yeah, it's part of the same clip. You just went in and took out like 30-second slices from it.
So basically what you're saying is that you're going to the bar, right? And this part is like where you get in and where you get like a beer or something like that, right? And the rest of it, you just fucking say, basically it's like the intro. So if you put an intro, you're good. You say, guys, I have a video today, guys.
So you don't understand how fair use works, and that's fine. But I don't know why you want to debate fair use when you don't care about it. Yes, what you say in the beginning matters, bro. You're analyzing, I'm contextualizing, I'm criticizing, I'm analyzing it. That's what fair use is. I'm transforming it.
Maybe there could be like some like rule or understanding, because I think that the problem is there's not going to be any solution where like creators, maybe it's like a 3-day rule of uploading, right? Or something. The problem is it's so hard to do that, but like, oh, okay, you can't upload my content 3 days afterwards just so that way it gets in the algorithm and grows. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm not just sitting there and the audience isn't just watching the video while, you know, I mean, you do get up and go to the bathroom a lot. So I know that you want to, but that's fine because you don't care about it. But for you to think
7 days, that's fair.
You use me as an example for your identity. Is what you're saying.
Felix, do you think this clip is compelling? Do you see what I'm saying, that this example is really dishonest?
Okay, so in that clip, my editor edited your own words saying it.
Oh, can I ask you something? Your editor did this? Have you watched it?
Well, yeah, I watched it like you just did.
Oh, you did? Oh, you just watched it for the first time?
So the cuts are...
Have you watched the unedited version on my podcast?
Yeah, it's
okay. So then why was this removed?
If you don't let me talk, I mean, we're not gonna have a conversation.
Well, I just want to get to the point. You know what I mean? Because I don't want you to deflect. I want to know why you cut this part.
Then when you ask a question, you have to wait for me to answer. Otherwise, it's not gonna work.
You said, okay, go ahead, please.
Because you asked a question, you did 3 times. That's okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so there's 4 of them out of many of them, by the way. We only uploaded 4 because we didn't want you to go crazy with the DMCA stuff. Basically, it's pretty much, a lot of it is spliced and it's back to back. So yeah, there is a cut, but it's like you're pausing a video, but it's the same thing. You go in such a 2.5, 3 minutes.
You haven't proven that. But here's what I will say.
Well, go to get another one. Go get the one from Meat Canyon. That one is you. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
You combo mustache twiddling, hair, and neck skin, and you do like this.
Yeah.
And you have all sorts of things, and that's major react, bro. I have to get it to you.
Right.
XC has no clue what gets uploaded to his YouTube. I feel like that's a bad argument. You should know what gets uploaded to your YouTube, right? That I think is like you should know what gets uploaded to your YouTube, and you can just say no, right? But I feel like a lot of this comes down to don't hate the player, hate the game, right? I think is XQC pushing it, yeah, but is it to his fault or is it to the game's fault? Like, you know what I mean?
You're right. You understand this concept because you talk about it all the time. Meat Canyon is my friend who gave me permission to react.
Oh, so it's about permission then. So now we're going to go post.
Well, hold on. It is. Well, hold on. Before we move on, I just want to make it clear that when you're accusing me of not adding enough commentary, that you did upload a clip that's deceptively edited, and I mean, frankly, dishonest. Why did you cut this beginning part?
Okay, so Ethan.
Why did you cut this?
Unfortunately, the problem that I have right now is that you're saying that now, and you're saying all this whatever, right? But it's quite literally you in the video that's edited that says you're sitting there.
There's cuts in it. It's not the video. How is if there's cuts in it? How is that a representation of my analysis?
All right, then examine Exhibit B, the Meat Canyon one. Then
I already told you I had permission.
Okay.
So why do I
now,
need to look at that?
So now it's about permission.
That is one aspect, yeah.
In the video you're trashing me, you say he's sitting there for 40 seconds without talking. That's one of your major concerns or criticism. It's why it's highlighted so much in the video. But that's a big hit you can do at me. And I'm going to show examples of you multiple times where you go not only 40 seconds, you go 2 minutes without talking. So then, I don't have to argue against you. You have to argue against yourself because these are your own words.
Well,
you get to watch your own video.
So here's what I'll say about that. You're right, because the 40-second thing is not a good analysis. That wasn't a good thing I said, because when you're considering fair use, you consider it in the totality of it.
Take it back.
No, you still are a content thief, in my opinion.
Take it back.
No, why would I take it back?
Because if you're gonna reel it back and say,
I just said that wasn't a good analytical point. I still think you're a content thief.
Okay, but so take back what you said then.
Why? I believe it. I know I am. I apologize for the 40-second thing. I don't think it was a good analysis.
Take it back.
Okay. You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Huh?
You want to go with the other comments that you made or not?
Which comment?
We could go through all of them. Because you're wrong. You're wrong across the board. So, every behavior you call me out on, you have done in those videos.
Okay, if you say so. But why? Do you want to? Okay, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Okay, because earlier you said, do you care about this all the time? Not all the time? And I gave you an answer. You were like, got him. He said not all the time, when you seem to be the guy who doesn't do any stealing or thieving. And I have 4 examples right there. And you
did not show an example.
Well, then get another one then.
Well, that's not my job. You're the one that's trying to prove it. Why the fuck should I go pursue and try to prove I don't do fair use?
Wait, that seems like that's exactly what you guys have been doing on Twitter and whatnot, right? That's your whole concern.
Yeah, I'm showing stuff about you and not telling you to go find a video of yourself not doing fair use. That's moronic.
So you said thief, right?
Yeah.
Show me one.
I just did with the Anne Frank one. You did 44 seconds of commentary on an 8-minute, 30-second video where you offered no critical analysis.
And do you know if I have permission?
Did you have permission for that?
Yeah, maybe I didn't.
So why don't you tell? Wait, why won't you tell me? Did you or didn't you?
I'm just saying. Are we moving the goalpost there now?
It's not a goalpost. It's just another facet of the conversation. It's not a goalpost.
It quite literally is when you make it a goalpost.
Okay, I do want to talk about the permission thing. Okay.
There you go.
But I just want to. I do want to say one thing. In my career, in my 10 years of career, I'm sure that there's been times where I've done a less good job of reacting fairly to content. I'm sure of it, right?
And so you were a thief then. So you were a thief and you're not anymore.
And that's something I acknowledge and something that I'm always working on and analyzing and thinking how I can do it better. It's something I really care about. And the reason why this conversation is interesting is because it's something that you don't care about. And I'd like to know, and I'd like to understand that. But are you saying, have I ever done a bad reaction in my whole career? Yeah, yes, probably, almost certainly.
So then, would you agree that old Ethan, or not too old Ethan, is a thief, sack of dog shit motherfucker?
Sure, yeah, in those, if that's what...
I think it just comes down to this simple, chat. I think you can't hate the player, you have to hate the... that's my logic is don't hate the player, hate the game and a lot of this stuff.
Yo.
Does H3H3 debating xQc going to do anything? No, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares about any of this stuff? It doesn't matter. You can hate everybody. I really just think that if YouTube wants to, or they should, honestly, in my opinion, they should step up what is copyright. Like, or something on the lines of that. I think that's what should be done, in my opinion, is I think that nothing will be done, and if people really want action, it's got to be from YouTube itself. What do you guys expect to be done? Right? I don't know what could be done. Because the thing is, some creators like it, some creators hate it. So it becomes this gray area. And this is all this gray area. All this right here is this gray area. Nothing really is going to happen. And then that's the problem. It's like people are like, oh, I'm going to complain about it. But like, all right, well, nothing's happening. Because a lot of creators like when the streamer reacts to it, but a lot of creators hate it. So what do you do? You know? is already solvable. If you feel like your video is being stolen and you don't like it, just copy strike it or threaten it. Right, but the argument that H3H3 and them are making is, why should they even have to go look for that kind of stuff when it should be right in your face? Which is fair. Like, why should they have to go look for it as creators? They shouldn't have to go, like... listen, I just think YouTube should do a better job. That's all I think I think that's the only solution that will really happen, is YouTube should do a better job.
It happened in that time, sure.
And then if creators want to fucking take down people and ruin everyone, they can go for it.
It was a dog shit, sack, loot, whatever the fuck you said.
Have you made any efforts to repair the damage or the things that you've stolen from the people that you thieved from?
Well, again, I don't have specific examples. There's nobody that's approached me, so it's, you know.
Have you taken accountability the same way you want me to take accountability publicly for that?
I just did, didn't I?
Not really.
Why not? I just said, yeah, I've probably done that. What do you want me to do?
You're going to rob a bunch of people and say, guys, I might have robbed somebody. Lol. I'm moving on. I mean, it seems like kind of a cop-out, to be honest.
Well, it's not like going in a store and sticking somebody up. Fair use is interpreted by a judge or jury.
So is it thief or is it not thief? Because the way I see it,
the way you do it, I think
when you steal something from somebody, right? There's gonna be a process of like finding who's guilty, how much, and there's a whole process behind it, like the legal system is. Just like, I mean, don't you care about the legal system? You seem to care about DMC a lot, right? So being a thief, surely you're gonna care about that a lot. So did you damage them? Did you talk to them? Did you make an apology?
I don't know who the victims are or if there are any. All right, let's move on. We're talking in circles a little bit. We want to talk about the permission thing?
Sure. I mean, so what you're doing is running away pretty much. We're not running in circles.
Well, no.
We're not running in a direction and you're going straight forward. That's what's going on right now.
That's clear.
I feel like this is just going to be, you know what, this is just content at this point. There's no winning on either side.
Clearly not the case.
I know you are, but what am I in middle school?
I will just let it be for the sake of continuing the argument.
Gotcha. Keep going.
But yeah, you do it every single day. I mean, I've done it maybe a few times in my career. I've done, you know, and again, I don't know who the victims are, and if they come, or nobody's ever come to me. Has anyone ever complained that you stole their videos?
Anybody that has
anybody ever?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, 100%.
Okay, because nobody's ever complained to me about that.
Oh,
yo.
I've never been complained about, but I'm also too small. I don't think people will care. Like, is Ariana Grande gonna care that I reacted to her song in the top 100 songs and said she's mid? Probably not.
So now you care about robbing somebody, right?
Well,
and if they didn't tell me, well, you know what? We're chilling.
You're saying the victim of the crime doesn't matter?
Which is exactly what you went after me with.
Does the victim of a crime not matter?
Well, he's asking after the fact that was the exact argument that you went at me for.
Plus, that video I upload, by the way, gets 100 blocked copy strikes, so they 100% make their money.
And you're running away from it.
I don't know. Listen.
But I don't think creators care about the money, because people are like, oh, just strike it and let them get the money. They don't care about the money. It's the views, I think, that they care about more than the money. Am I right on that? It's not just the money, it's the views. That is more important, is the views rather than the money. Because the money is negligible. Yeah. It's the views that they lose and the people caring to watch it. Because this has happened. I will totally agree. I have had times where I was going to watch a video, but I saw Asmon's react to it. Why would I watch the video when I could watch Asmon react? Right? But then there's also, and this is why it's such a gray area, I also think there's viewers that see that Asmon is going to react to that video and they watch it beforehand because they're excited that he's going to react to it. Like, it's such a wish-washy. This whole thing is wish-washy, in my opinion. There's no right or wrong. It's a weird area. It's all gray. Again, it's all gray.
Listen, the proof that you have victims is literally just concrete proof you did it. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I don't understand your point.
So when we say victims, I said
some people you stole from. They're a victim.
Okay. So, what about your victims?
I don't know who they are. How many times do I need to say that?
Okay, me reaching out and making an agreement with them and
every time.
Yes, you're not okay. Listen, Ethan. If you want to open up the chat and go with the logs, I have so many logs to make your head spin.
Let me ask you a question.
I have hundreds of emails sent people, more than any reactor, which is more than your friend Hassan. He does way less asking than I do.
Why are you bringing up Hassan? What does that have to do with
it? It's so easy.
Because whenever he was on your podcast, he was sucking his balls out.
Well,
right?
that's
when he does Mr. Chair react and with all due
you're
respect,
so dishonest. You don't even know what you're talking about. Last week I chewed him out for an hour to the point where I had to apologize because people were mad at me.
That sounds like your problem.
You literally don't know.
That sounds like your problem.
It is my problem, but you have no consistency with what you're talking about. You just said I lick his balls, and now I proved you wrong.
Consistency?
You're making no sense, bro.
So
what do you mean it's my problem?
Piece of shit for doing chair react when he does.
All right, this is so mindless.
Cake pop.
Let's just move on to the permission part.
You know what? You want to fucking keep doing a sprint? Let's just keep running. Let's do a marathon, me and you. How about that? Because we're running in a straight line right now. I'm
a marathon.
You are going straight forward.
Okay, good. I mean, that's the point of the conversation, right?
Let's just keep going then.
What percentage of people would you say you get permission from?
The majority. Because the way it works for me, but for React, the main lines, most of the content that I like, I have it all lined up, right? So people that I really like, I like the best, we reach out to them and we create this little kind of partnership, right? And when there's a smaller creators, I try to be way more careful.
Miz, shut the fuck up. You are worse. Bro, I barely react. I can't take this slander anymore where you just explain. I barely react, bro. Where? I do like Twitch clips. Where do I barely react? I don't react to anything. I'm not even live to react. I got one guide. My You Laugh, You Lose once a week. I don't even do it. Shut up. I barely react. Come on. I barely react. You're reacting right now? I'm barely reacting. I'm basically not even talking.
With the amount of growth that they're getting, how many subscribers they have, and I try to be better with it. And quite honestly, when it comes to small creators, I have never had any pushback. Right? So no victims in that case.
No, okay. Smaller creators aren't good at care.
That's perfect. Have you heard of a guy named Vince Vintage? You reacted to 2 of his videos.
My fucking boy. I like Vince a lot.
Yo, 27 months.
Vince, baby.
This one was from a month ago. You remember this video?
Good video.
Disappearance of FBI's most wanted 16-year-old. xQc reacts. This is from a month ago.
That was 2.5 months. 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay, perfect. So it was very recent. So would you consider this guy a small creator? He doesn't have a lot of subs. In fact, here's his original video. He only has 400,000. Well, that's not small. But anyway, you did this recently. Do you know who that guy is?
Yes.
Okay. Why didn't you ask him for permission?
I don't know. Did he complain? Because at this point, I don't know if I have a victim, right? I don't know. So I didn't do.
Well, you do actually. And what's funny is I literally just reached out to one random person from your recent reacts, just one, who followed me. Because I knew
it's just one. It's just one. It was only one for sure.
Yeah. No, I swear to God.
So you went to ask? Are you a victim, by the way?
Hold on. This is important. This is important for you to understand. So I reached out to Vince Vintage, and I said, hey, I'm just curious, did xQc get permission? And I'm going to read you the message he sent me, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
He said, really appreciate you reaching out, Ethan. I've never been contacted by xQc at all for any of my React videos. My personal take is this. I love big streamers watching, like xQc, Hassan, mizkif, Moist Crypt.
I got into the big streamer category, chat. Yes. Yes.
Watching my videos on their stream.
He's excited too.
It's a big ego boost. But when xQc does it, it's different. When he watches my video, he always re-uploads the whole thing on his YouTube channel.
I love his
insightful commentary as, wow, chat, isn't this crazy? Compared to when Hassan watched my stuff, he shouted me out, and he says he loves my stuff, and he sent a bunch of subscribers to my channel. A fair exchange. Here's a video. He showed me a video of Hassan doing that. And then he said, xQc, he really just steals my shit. Entertains his audience of hundreds of hours I put into my videos while I get just a link in the YouTube description. The problem isn't the reacting, it's the re-uploading of my video with his face on the thumbnail, and also, and I don't DMCA him because I don't want the Twitter drama.
Oh, he doesn't want the Twitter drama.
Wait, why are you, well, hold on, this guy says you stole his shit, why are you?
Asman spams the link after his chat reacting. Yes. Yes, but Asman does it a lot of times. He does it to smaller channels because it actually does help out a lot. It won't really help out something like Vince. It actually could hurt it more because it's hard to explain. It could hurt the watch time.
Denigrating that. I think you should take this seriously.
Well, because one is a paid actor, right? Which I think. Well, I mean, that's a paid actor, 100%.
Wait, what? What did you say?
It's a paid actor.
He's a paid actor.
Yeah, that is what it is.
Okay, well, just assume for the sake of the conversation that he's not a paid actor.
Okay, yeah, okay. So the first guy you react, right? The first guy you send a message to sends you a paragraph looks like the Bible, right? And is stroking your ego out. Well, you know what? That's okay. I'll bite, no problem.
Yeah, just yeah.
So what's really cool about this, right, is that we can make that type of interaction I have with this person and make it 10 times better for our ecosystem, right? Of what I watch, what I upload. If he had asked, he doesn't have to. He can use the DMCA system, and maybe there will be Twitter drama or not. Usually we never make drama for DMCA stuff. But then
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Why are you not responding to his accusation? He says you're stealing his shit.
Let me elaborate.
I don't know. Okay.
Let me elaborate then. He would be a data outlier of a person who doesn't like it, and we can either recurve that, make it better, and I will de-damage him for every dollar that he has lost to me, right? If he had analytics to back up how much the video on YouTube cannibalized his, or any sort of damaging data, or
I'm gonna do a Hassan React live feed. Watch this, chat.
I would be more than happy to give him 10 times, 10x, whatever damage was
good.
caused.
He'll reach out. Have you ever paid anybody 10x before? Has that ever happened?
We have
How many
people
times?
Before. Whenever it arises,
How many times does it happen?
I will have to check with editor, but
not a lot. I'd assume not a lot of people do that.
Oh, okay. So the amount really is what you're looking at then.
No, just the amount of times that people actually take you up on that. Because what you're saying is, I'm going to steal your stuff, and I don't care if you have a problem with it. You can come talk to me. Like, that's not your right. Shouldn't you apologize to Vince?
Yes, I apologize to Vince.
It's not his job to come ask you for reparations for you stealing from him. Don't you understand that?
So what you're saying is that you went digging for victims.
I literally messaged one dude.
Okay, so nobody in your production room believes
Why
that.
don't you just apologize to Vince Vintage?
I absolutely will, and I feel I didn't get a Twitter DM. I didn't get nothing. I feel really bad. You want to know why?
Wait, what happened? What are you guys saying, Vince?
Because all about the
Vince,
the whole sphere of this, everything around it, is to make something good happen, right? And that matters to me a lot.
That's such bullshit, bro. Nice try. You literally do it to enrich yourself. You're a multimillionaire, and you steal content from small creators, and you don't give a fuck about their rights or what they want. And then your only justification is, oh, yeah, you can come chase me down and complain and try to get my attention so I can pay you for the shit I stole. It's total bullshit, bro. You're not creating anything big for anyone. You're just taking attention and views for yourself, and you don't give a fuck about the consequences of that. It's not your decision to make that for other people's property.
Jesus.
You sound like watch out! You kind of sound like Robin Hood or something. Are you like some sort of hero or something like that? Because it seems like you do a lot of that, and you take the high road on it. You take the high road on that. One, that's my point. You have done that.
Yeah, I feel like that was a little bit extreme. I mean,
you do that.
You haven't proven that.
Well, it's all
okay. Fine, I did it. You know what I mean? It's like so stupid. What is it? What does
because you can't use me as an example for your own thing because
you keep saying that.
You're doing it.
Not proven.
You're doing it. You call me a thief piece of shit when you're doing it.
You haven't proven that. I don't know why you keep saying that.
Let me send one DM. I will, guys. I'm going to send one message, and he will automatically give me a full response right now. Give me a minute for it. Okay.
You're making fun of this message I got from Vince Vintage, which is a genuine. He was expressing himself genuinely, and he was disturbed by the way he uses content. Can I ask you another question related to Vince?
I'll take it down right now. I will take it down. If Vince wants to come in right now, send me a DM. I'll take it down right now. I will give you every penny of that, and I'll say this ecosystem
but that
doesn't work for you.
Let me ask you a question. This is the video, and you do this all the time. You'll agree.
Yes.
God, he came with PowerPoints.
Title and the exact thumbnail. The only reason for anybody to do that is to confuse search and discovery and cannibalize views from the original. That is the only reason to do that.
Do you have any sites to back that up? Because I have the sites of the opposite.
Dude, it's the thumbnail and the title. Don't you see that users will be confused?
Let me tell you something, Ethan.
Don't you think so?
No, the 6 is in a different spot.
Does not grow. It quite really doesn't. But you're thinking.
Well, that's because you just post a ton of shit there. No, you don't put any effort into it.
Okay, and why do you think that is?
Because you don't give a fuck.
See, my 6 is in a different spot though, chat. It's different.
Okay.
Clearly.
So, gotcha. So these are cut downs for the people that we call the YouTube frogs that are just watching my shit.
Oh, Ethan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Get that right.
Yo.
Okay, well, same goes applies to you then.
No, you haven't proven that. You keep saying that, but it doesn't mean anything.
Okay, then show me proof you asked for permission and we got it.
Why? Now you're asking me to show you proof? Dude, you're absurd.
I'm sorry,
Why
Vince.
is you think it's crazy? Dude, the fact that you're using the same title and the same thumbnail is so parasitic.
I'm sorry, Vince.
It's so shady. You are only doing that to siphon off views and confuse people. There's no other reason for that. Why would you use the same exact title and the same exact thumbnail?
Sorry, Vince.
Explain that to me.
So are you more upset about the title or about the content of the video itself?
Well, it's the intention, dude. It's all together. You're intentionally confusing people to click your video instead of his.
Since you're all about legality, you would understand that intention is one of the hardest things to prove out there, right?
True, but also, like, what am I supposed to make the goddamn thumbnail and title of my video? If it's not that, what am I supposed to do? Just have a picture of myself? Oh, I know what I could do. I will start making my thumbnails. I will be like the kid would be me in handcuffs or something. I just don't know what I could really do for the thumbnail. Alinity.
I'm talking about philosophy. We already moved.
You want me to make my entire second channel just every upload is a picture of Alinity with like, what is my title of the video? What was it? Like, the disappearance of FBI's most wanted. It's a picture of Alinity in a pool.
You are only doing that to siphon off views and confuse people. There's no other reason for that. Why would you use the same exact title and the same exact thumbnail? Explain that to me.
So are you
every day it's a different picture of Validity?
Well, it's the intention.
For a week.
It's all,
that's actually a good troll. We should do that.
Intentionally confusing people to click your video instead of his.
Since you're all about legality, you would understand that intention is one of the hardest things to prove out there, right?
I'm talking about philosophy. We already moved past legality. You don't care about fair use.
Yeah, no, we're gonna like do.
Just answer the question, Felix.
Why
did you do that? Why did you give it the same exact title and thumbnail? Just answer that.
Oh, because I wanted to.
Why did you want to?
Oh, because I wanted to.
Why did you want to?
Because the thumbnail is good and it gives the viewer what they want.
Right.
And,
which is the original video. They want the original video.
Okay. So I'll tell you, since you don't like questions, I'm just gonna give you a fact then, right? People that don't watch React content do not get served React content. If somebody wants to watch us react it.
I do think there are viewers that do want specifically the person's reaction, not necessarily to watch the video. But the thing is, they're both right sometimes in some spots, and that's why it's such a gray area. This whole thing, there's no right or wrong answer in this whole thing.
Oh, well, I thought it being cannibalistic was the problem with you. Well, is it not?
You're gonna try to say that the Google algorithm is somehow running D for you? That's crazy. It's stupid.
So you said that it's cannibalistic. I give you a hint on why it's not.
Well, it's the intention. It's the intention.
Okay, so now it's it. So if you want to just keep going back and forth and say, not there, not there, not there.
Okay, so you see no problem with this?
No.
No. Okay. And if you added 20 seconds of commentary to his video and you use the same title and the same thumbnail, you don't see any problem with that?
No.
Okay. There it is.
So it seems like
all you really need to say.
It
seems that you don't care about. It seems you don't not just care about the law. It seems like you don't care about people's artistic, creative property at all. It seems that you don't have any respect for property at all. IP at least.
It seems like nobody, to my knowledge, has a problem with any of my videos being up right now.
But you're like a prolific thief. You could say. Oh,
my girlfriend's YouTube, I already don't believe you, is covered in React videos. Yeah. It's actually wildly different from mine. I've all read videos on my homepage / recommended. She just gets React after React. It's up to the viewer. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is. Also, like if you watch one Asmongold react, and it's so true and it's so fucking annoying, you literally start seeing your entire homepage become Asmongold react videos. It is obnoxious how it happens. And I don't understand how someone can just become my entire YouTube after one fucking video. It's like YouTube it's supposed to be a plague. I've never had someone have that happen before. Yep. Everybody. You watch one Asmon video and all of a sudden your entire YouTube is Asmon. There's nothing else to go. You can't get away. It's crazy.
oh, I found one example of you doing this back in whatever year. You're prolific thief, dude. You do this every day, multiple times a day on your YouTube channel.
Gotcha. So I will go to somebody's house and say, take something, and he doesn't care, right? He generally doesn't, and never reached out. And you go out there and you go and seek the victims out, right? And you've failed to establish a pattern of them being cannibalized the way that
well, there's just one. I mean, one is enough, isn't it?
Okay. In that case, it puts the burden of proof on you as well. Then, so you have permission. Yes, because I think
I don't need permission to transform content, dude.
Okay, so one of the videos that I have, but there's 4 ones, so you guys see all of them. If you have proof, you ask permission to any of those, you win by a landslide.
Why would I need proof to transform a video? Oh, I mean, the only one is Meat Canyon because he's my buddy. There's obviously ones where, like, it's obvious when you're buddies. I actually did ask Meat Canyon.
Oh, it's obvious. So
well, you understand that on Twitch too. There's people that everyone's friends with, and like, but this guy, I mean, Vince.
So, yeah. Okay, then. So you're making assumptions about me, but we're not making assumptions about you.
Not an assumption. I have a literal fucking
Wait, do you think Vince was mad at me?
Message from the guy you stole from. It's not an assumption. It's literally a fact.
Okay, so the whole reason why this debate was in the first place is that people were finding victims that didn't exist. They're saying,
my video didn't do well. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So you found a person who doesn't like it.
Yes.
And there's multiple ways out.
He even specifically named you as the problem. He said the other people actually clouded me up, where xQc completely stole my shit, added no valuable commentary, and then stole my views. That's specifically what he said, actually.
Okay, so the guy's a problem, and instead of reaching out in any way, shape, or form, he waited for you to save your.
Asmongold should make a video on how to be a reactor, and he should have all the streamers react to him being a reactor on how to react.
Of the earth to come in and just Robin Hood it and just be guys.
I subbed to Vince because of you. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that sub to Vince because of me, but it just goes to what I've been saying. Is it enough to outweigh the amount of people that probably are watching my video now instead of his video? I don't really think so. I think a lot of people probably didn't even know who Vince was before I showed that video because he's in that like smaller YouTuber range. So I don't really think it makes a difference.
Gotcha, bro. Why? Well,
why? Do you really not understand the concept that small creators wouldn't want to start shit with xQc, one of the biggest... with the craziest fan base in the world? Like, is that really a foreign idea to you, that they wouldn't want to deal with this power dynamic? Like, you would crush them if you said anything. Your fans would harass you.
Shut up, Simply.
That's too foreign for you to understand?
So this guy, 400K subscribers, big YouTube videos, small creators that's about to fucking die from something. Ethan is here to save the day. This person will now be able to afford some food and eat some rice tonight. Well, I'm just saying, because if you try to make a portrait, if you're gonna draw a picture on who this person is, and you say small,
you're gonna draw a portrait,
like, struggling and whatnot, instead of I'm saving him, and you're just you are misrepresenting.
So he doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, he does matter, but okay. not in the capacity that you're trying to paint.
Which is what? I don't understand what you're saying.
A small, struggling creator. Somebody please help this person before he goes out of business.
Well, no, I didn't say any of that.
Well, you did. You did. You just did.
I actually quite literally did not say that.
You said small creator. That's enough.
Well, okay. I was upfront about his sub count. I looked at it. But anyway, let's see.
My bad. I was just wrong. I was just mega wrong. Let's move on. Let's
you
keep
have
running.
been this entire time. It's fine.
Right.
So yeah, I'm sure you're familiar with this thread because he actually gave you permission to perform this analysis. Internet
oh yeah, I saw this on Twitter.
Archivist. He said I let xQc repost a reaction to see the impact it had. Okay, and the analysis is basically the video witnessed an 87% decrease in impressions on the day of the re-upload. Okay, and the video also witnessed a 52% decrease in viewers on the day of the re-upload. So I mean, of the evidence that I've seen, then it actually shows.
It's going down. xQc reacted to it in the video. The number... I don't really. It's so hard to tell because you just don't know what the video would have done. I feel like this graph is misleading. You really just don't know. How do you really know what the video was going to do comparatively? Do you not think that maybe the video just was going to not do as well on the first? You can also claim that somewhat the video possibly could have helped xQc's React because it stabilized more and it went down rather than just going straight down. Am I wrong? Like, I just don't know what this graph really can show you. It doesn't seem like it really shows anything.
Yo.
Right? Like, it really depends on how you want to paint this. You could paint it as in xQc helped it. You can also paint it as in xQc hurt it. You don't really know. I don't know what this video is going to do.
That it has either a negligible or potentially even a negative effect on the original video.
Gotcha. So,
and actually, he even made you change the title and the thumbnail. So why do you think he asked you to do that, xQc? He said, don't use the same thumbnail and title. Why do you think he asked you that?
Because as a creator of the IP, like you like to fucking say,
because you siphon views from people, dude. It's so fucking obvious why you do it.
You ask a question and you answer for me.
You're not being honest.
You can have a monologue if you want to. You just mute me and just go on a fucking rant. But if you want to ask me a question, you have to answer. Listen to the answer. Here's the answer. He controls the IP. He wants to be different, right? And he wants some changes. And he spoke to us, right? So instead of crying and being a little bitch, it seems like
Vince. Vince is crying and being a bitch. Is that what you're saying?
Fuck you, Vince. I'm gonna keep reacting to your shit.
Well, I don't know who you're talking about.
Is this?
I don't give a fuck.
What?
I don't mean to. I'm just wondering who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Okay. So then, like I said, I was saying, instead of being a little bitch ass, right? I think he understands at least that there's some positives to it, if not a lot of positives, and some of them can actually do better. Right?
He didn't show.
Yeah, even 55 months. Yeah, that's misleading.
If it was only negative,
come on.
He would have asked us to take it down and would have done that, right?
No, he left it up for the experiment, and he said, "Do not use any of my other videos without my permission." He literally told you that.
So it's a social experiment at this point. It's like an experiment. So now it's the guise of experiment, and he's only letting it because it's an experiment now.
Oh wait, well, I showed you proof it had a negative effect. Do you have proof it had a positive effect?
No, you didn't. No,
what?
You absolutely did not. Absolutely not. So show the stats again.
Sure. So explain how this is good. He said, I'll let you describe. The video witnessed an 87% decrease in impressions on the day of the re-upload. So
Ethan,
explain that dub to me.
Go ahead. Do you, in your position, had a time machine? Answer the question. You do not. Gotcha. Since we're going to do the whole
xQc does.
For you do not have a time machine, right? It is impossible to know how the video would have performed and how it would have
they do that?
In its natural curve over time, right?
That is fair.
That's an assumption. You have no proof.
I mean, you can say the same thing for Ethan.
So you use.
I have analytics.
So one data set, right?
You have no data set. At least I have a data set.
Oh my God!
And also, you're the dude stealing content, so the onus should be on you to prove the great benefit of it.
Okay.
xQc he went back in time and said this debate because he was watching.
What we're saying, okay. I find it a little bit dishonorable and a little bit disappointing that in the middle of a conversation about analytics, you're spewing your words to your audience and mine about me stealing and whatnot when we're trying to prove that it quite literally doesn't help anybody. You're muddying the waters for no reason.
Unpack that, please.
Could you stop, please? Seriously, I mean it. It's gonna get really bad. I don't want to do like the whole insult ad hominem thing because you're doing that. Okay.
It's just a statement of fact.
So
this is defending xQc. Bro, I've literally said that they're both right and they're both wrong because it's the truth. They are both right and they're both wrong. The only thing I'm defending, which is very fair, is that data set is not fair to use. Like that does not tell me anything. I don't know what that means. It could have just been the decay of the video. You don't fucking know. But will I agree that some reacts can definitely hurt channels? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I've said this 1,000 times. Of course it can.
Okay, okay. So as we go forward, you are fucking bald. You're very bald. You're balding. Your hair's thinning and it's gray, which means that you're old as fuck. Got it. Okay, shall we continue?
God.
Is this fun?
The premise is faulty, my friend.
Is this fun
I have
for
a
you?
beautiful hairline.
Baldy, is this fun for you or not?
I'm having trouble with the premise. It has a striking resemblance to you trying to argue other points. It literally has no premise at all. It has no basis in reality.
Okay, let's debate. Is Ethan balding? I actually think no. I think Ethan does have a good... I think xQc lost this debate right here. Ethan does have a good hairline. I think he's in his mid-30s. This is actually a great hairline. He does look good. It is gray. It is obviously gray. It's not looking the best, but it's a good look. He looks like a nice groundhog.
You're just throwing insults for the sake
Go
of
ahead.
doing
I'm going to
it.
be quiet. I'm going to sit away. I'll sit away.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know if you've done any statistical analysis in the past. I don't know if you've maybe had a stat class. Do you have any experience with statistics or not?
Go ahead.
Stats. Do you have any experience? Do you have any experience with statistics or not?
Go ahead. Just make your point. What does it matter?
Okay.
That's a good hairline.
Okay. The curve of a video and on how it performs, that looks like a natural curve, right? You can see it's already going down before I watch it, and it keeps going down at a certain rate past it, right?
I hate Twitch streamers. Holy fuck. I understand, man. We're so fucking annoying. It's crazy. We're so annoying.
Do you have any proof or any indicators that the video would have performed poorly or better after?
Get a real job? Bro, you're the reason why I don't have to for the 2.5 years of subscribing to me.
The reaction.
So obviously, any data that we do have, which is of course just one,
is that my hate watchers?
That if it did have an effect, it's negative or negligible. And as the guy who is
get a job anyway.
I mean, right?
I'll start making who is videos.
I mean,
listen. I just made my own personal video yesterday. Okay. Listen, let's see how good my react. Do I react a lot? Let's see on my main channel. Ready? What of these are reacts besides the you laugh, you loses? None of them, boys. I barely react. I barely react. Not a react. Not a react. You laugh, you lose with Dave. Dave can do whatever he wants. Not a react. You laugh, you lose. Not a react. Not a react. You laugh, you lose. Not you laugh, you lose. Not a react. I don't react. I don't do it.
Certainly can't say that this helped the video. Are you actually arguing that
I do believe, and maybe I'm wrong on this, I don't think watching the video on stream will ever hurt a video. Ever. I don't think that is the problem with any creator. It's that when we upload it to YouTube, that's the problem. Right? Like, when does it really hurt that someone watches your video on stream? That won't hurt it. What hurts it is us uploading it to YouTube. And that's the problem. It's like, these YouTubers, which is understandable, they're like, you guys are so greedy. You're already getting to just sit there and watch our content. And now you're uploading our content. You greedy fucks. You know, like, you're already making bank on sitting there and fucking wiping your ass. I get it, chat. Don't act like I don't get it. I understand how these YouTubers feel, okay? I know what it's like to work nonstop on a video and grind your fucking ass off. And I know what it's like. It is stress, it's work, and you put all of your effort into it just to see some streamer react to it and get as many views as you did on your fucking video. I totally get it. I totally get it. Now, I was smart enough to just say I wanted them to react because I uploaded their reactions. So maybe YouTubers should just start taking our reacts and just uploading it first, and then we lose everything. You know? Don't hate the player, hate the game. What do you do? Copy strike you? YouTube's going to have an aneurysm if we try to do that. We're copy striking you, but it's your video. We can't do anything. So that's what they should do. They should just everyone should have a react channel and just upload our reacts, and we can't win. Actually, no, Nick did copy strike me when I uploaded Soda Poppin's reaction, so you're right.
87% decrease helped the video, xQc? That's really what you're arguing to me right now. That's awesome, dude.
So we're going to go ahead and have the conclusion that you did not have a statistics class at all.
I understand your point, but like... But it's not making any sense. How is it that a 52% decrease in viewers is a dub for you?
Because it could have been a 65%. It could have been a 65% decrease.
That's fair.
It could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been worse.
You don't fucking know.
Do you have any proof that it would have been or wouldn't have been? Do you have any data behind that or not?
That's I mean, dude, that's such a silly way to try to deflect from this really compelling data.
Because in my data sets, I have a lot of data sets, a bunch of them, and all the video curves have the same.
That you're looking for any excuse, any out to justify you stealing content from people, even in the face of data that suggests that it's not okay.
And here it comes. When the man fails to compile data properly, like somebody who knows what he's doing, you make a conclusion based on one piece of data that you don't even understand. Is this a way to proceed with for you or not? Is this a way to argue and have that conversation? Or
being a React streamer seems really hard. Thank God I'm not one of those.
What's going on here? I don't get it.
Well, me neither, dude. You're trying to tell me that a significant decrease in views is a dub.
It's a tough job.
Ethan, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just lost 16 viewers since you've talked. You're robbing me.
How do you know that you're not boring? Maybe you're the fucking boring one.
Oh, I to know because we only have one.
No, I know.
Line,
you're
right?
more boring and not as fun to watch.
Oh,
that's a fact.
Well, that really.
That's a joke, of course. I think you're very entertaining. You're very talented.
Oh, thanks, man.
So I'll say this. Ultimately, I'm pretty perplexed by this conclusion that, I guess, negative data, even just one data set.
Okay, I got you. You know what, dude? You want to go? I really didn't think you would bite on the data thing because you were gonna get fucking clapped, right? But since you want the data, okay. I mean, even though you're the one that has to prove something that's negative, I'll prove.
Before you do that, can you do me a favor? Read number 3 of his stipulation.
Which stipulation?
Hold on. Dan will.
Use a different thumbnail for xQc's reaction video to prevent any direct competition with my video and to minimize viewer confusion.
Hold up, Phil. This is one of his stipulations.
Use a different thumbnail for xQc's reaction video, any direct competition in my video, and minimize.
I'm sorry, I'll read it.
This part's funny.
With peace and love, I don't think many people understood that. Just being fair. Use a different thumbnail for xQc's reaction video to prevent any direct competition with my video and to minimize viewer confusion. Direct competition, viewer confusion. Even he thinks so. That's why you use the same title and thumbnail, bro. Why are you denying reality?
Well, that Valorant accent, I just lost fucking 16 viewers again. Holy fuck, it's kind of crazy.
You better be funny or something, bro.
Well, I'm just telling you.
React harder, xQc.
The way it says you, bro. Hey, listen, you're the guy who sits like this in fucking 20 degrees and does this.
So the transformative nature is about how straight you sit. Got it.
Oh, Ethan, you want to talk about amount of transformation? Then if we want to move on to that topic, let's just get some of your I think your wife's old merch, right? Which is a direct one-to-one.
Oh shit!
I've seen it. And some of the arguments they had,
oh shit!
Oh my god! I think I changed the angle by 16 degrees, and I changed a little bit of the gamma color on this one. That's very transformative. Okay, Ethan, I'm gonna watch your entire thing, not react in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna change the color of the gamma and opacity, and I'm gonna rotate it sideways. That's gonna be transformative, right? Ethan, come on.
So let me ask you, before I address that, and I'm happy to, I'm gonna address everything you said about Teddy Fresh. What does it matter if I'm a hypocrite? How does that affect this conversation we're having? Genuinely, because we're talking about the philosophical nature of taking people's videos, right? And I'm having this conversation with you, but instead of answering the question, you're constantly deflecting to prove that, no, I'm a bad guy. And I don't see why you would do that other than the fact that you don't have a good argument to argue the substance. Like, why do you keep deflecting? What does it matter if I'm a hypocrite?
Ethan, you know, sometimes you send it like a tweet, and people still people comment in the bottom and they say, there's still time to delete this. Listen, Ethan, there's still time to fucking end the call and you go about your day, okay? Before you say some really fucking dumb shit, okay? When you're out here saying, what does it matter that I'm a hypocrite? I'm just saying, when you say, well, dude, what does it matter that I'm a hypocrite? Well,
no, I'm genuinely curious, but I'll answer the Teddy Fresh before you do your monologue.
It discredits all your points. It makes you look like
it doesn't.
No, you went up 16 viewers for this for sure.
No. No, I really want you to answer it.
And you fell on your face flat. No, it's time to let on the facts.
No, it's an interesting philosophical question.
Plus 16.
Okay, first of all, the Teddy Fresh thing. So Teddy Fresh is a company with 30 employees. And by the way, I love whenever someone's losing a debate to me, they bring this up. It's literally the lowest hanging fruit. And if you know anything about me, you know I've talked about this 1,000 times. But I'll address it because you brought it up.
Go ahead.
We have like a whole team of designers. And sometimes our designers are taking stuff way too close to the source, and I agree, and it's not okay.
Give a fuck. So does my editors, which makes us about equal on that topic. So you can still sometimes, when somebody gets confused at the company,
You want to?
when one of the
want.
sweatshop guys.
Oh shit, is she coming on?
Hold
Oh
on.
my bad. But when my editor gets.
Oh shit, there's Hila!
We are thieving.
Hold on. Let me finish my point.
Yeah, bring out Hila. Hey, bring him in.
Hold on. Let me finish my point. Hold on.
Your husband is bald.
My husband looks awesome.
Dude, my hairline is.
She didn't deny he's bald. He's bald.
Coming for my hairline just proves how fucking delusional your whole. That's a metaphor for all of your arguments. Okay, Teddy Fresh. We have designers, right? And it's a big. We have a fairly large company. This is a common problem in all streetwear. We've had designers who have pretty much close to stole designs. We fired people over it, and every time it comes up, we have company meetings and say, guys, this is unacceptable. If you're caught doing this, you will be fired.
And we've made a strict guideline.
There's my transformative content.
And it doesn't happen anymore.
What have
it
you
hasn't
done?
happened.
What have you done to prevent it?
Okay. So this is really good.
Someone just texted me.
You done?
Okay. That's what you sounded like.
Is he done or?
No, he's done. You can talk. He's done.
This is
I'm
like
just
a
being
child.
silly. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I don't know how you put up with this shit. I would fucking leave his ass.
You're, bro.
I'm having a third child with him.
No, you're getting divorced. Wait,
18 years.
Even say we're getting divorced, guys.
18 years.
Go ahead.
XQC is getting.
You know, our 4-year-old though would love your giraffe. I don't know who you got it for,
what is
but our
happening?
4-year-old would love your giraffe.
What is happening?
Don't buy it. It's way too pricey for no reason.
What is happening?
Okay, so let me just.
Sorry, Hila came to defend Teddy Fresh because you're talking about her
I
business.
actually wasn't planning to come in, but you brought up Teddy Fresh. Listen, then talk to me, because I'm the person running Teddy Fresh, not him.
Yes.
You want to talk about it? Talk to me.
I understand, Hila.
Okay.
And the reason why I brought up that point, okay, is that sometimes some things happen where it's somebody else's fault. It's a mistake. It's a whatever, right? And some things just kind of happen, right? It's just kind of human nature, and just it's a course of time.
That's bullshit.
And the question is, what do you do about it?
Yeah, what are you doing about it on a daily basis?
I took action about it,
Yeah.
and it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Since things came up online, people pointed out to us. We had meetings at the office. We made guidelines. When we work with new graphic
What are you doing about it? That's the question.
What are you doing?
Okay. So if you guys stop bombarding and you actually listen to the answer.
This isn't bombarding. I'm
Stop
talking.
with the fucking posturing.
I'm defending my company.
You don't just answer the question. You don't need to do these like.
Starforge stole the idea of making PCs. I'm sorry, chat. We did.
If you'll stop.
We stole it from Best Buy.
Interrupt. Just answer the fucking question, bro. Nobody cares.
All right. Okay. I'll answer the question.
Fuck you, Best Buy.
So what you are agreeing with me is that sometimes, right? There's gonna be a mistake. There's gonna be something that somebody doesn't want.
Daily basis with you.
I'm sorry, Best Buy.
Go on.
And you will rectify it after the fact, in hindsight, correct?
Yes.
What we did is not okay. You continue to do it on a daily basis several times.
It would be different if I came here and I said, I don't care. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm distributing to those guys who made the original graphic. I'm making their life better while I'm sitting in a Gucci shirt, you know?
Okay. Yeah, that was like $1,000 is what it is.
I know.
Exactly. Which I don't know why you would bring that up, to be honest. That's kind of... You want to talk about low-hanging fruit?
I thought it was a good point because you're taking.
Because you're saying that you care.
Let's not answer the question. You do nothing to rectify it while we do. So go ahead. What are you doing about it on a daily basis?
Every single person that has brought up a negative point about the videos.
But you don't change what you do.
We have. Well, absolutely we have.
You literally said, "I don't care."
Oh yeah, but I still do the right thing though.
Which is what?
Right. Which is work to make better thumbnails, better description, and to better work with the creators that are behind the video so that we don't fuck them over and they actually gain something from it. Now, I'd like to talk with Hila for a minute. So what you're saying is that you're repairing from hindsight, which is something that even try to get at me at, right? And then you brought the fact that we have 30 employees to help us out. Okay, fair enough. Then I, xQc, or whatever the corporate company, a parent company is, right? We only have like 2 employees, 2 editors, right? And help us out, guys. Like, this is so sad. We only have 2 guys. We're playing the victim card here, right? Well, they sometimes make mistakes too, right?
It hasn't happened to us in a long time since we took action. This just happened to you on a daily basis.
I think the difference, if I can say, is that I've been listening And when Ethan is asking you about this, for example, you don't say that this is wrong. The thumbnail, the the matching thumbnail and title, you say, I did it because I like it.
No, he says they're working on better thumbnails. Sela.
So the answer has changed now. If this is your answer, that sounds a lot better. You know?
The only reason why it's changed, okay, is that I'm trying to make a bold point for him to latch off the fact that he's on the fucking high road. He chose a high road the whole process, okay?
That's your problem.
When
I'm right.
When you are on the high road, it is a thin fucking road when on the high road, okay? Because you have to be really tight with what you do, the things that you say, and how you act, right?
I think he's doing fine. He's live every day for hours.
Please, I'm talking to Ethan, or you don't interrupt me. Okay, so now you're taking the high road, okay? You have to be really tight in how you operate, right? So we say things like, oh, well, he does this, and I never do this, right? Well, you are wrong, and I just told you.
You haven't proven that.
What? Okay, so the designs you stole. That's called being a thief. A thief, piece of shit, garbage.
Yes, that was not right when that happened. Okay, it hasn't happened in a long time, and we actually made efforts to prevent it. You have not. You said your efforts to prevent it is better thumbnails and titles, bro. This is your example of better thumbnails and titles. This was 2 weeks ago. Same name, same fucking thumbnail. The guy you did the experiment says, change my thumbnail.
I don't think Ethan's understanding. Like, xQc put the 6 there. It's completely different. And it's what I said. Like, I can promise you, I didn't take any views from Vince with my reacts. Like, you could see right here, it got 18,000. And that's because I moved the 6. So it's obviously just completely different content, chat, right? It just doesn't matter. So I think Ethan's completely wrong here.
Change the name so that my audience doesn't get confused and so that you don't steal my views. Why are you denying that? It's so obvious.
Okay, so like I said, we
answer the question.
What's the question?
The question is, how is it that you can deny that you're stealing views and intentionally misleading audience to clicking your fucking video?
Intentionally? That is not intentional.
How is? Oh my God. Is it possible? Is it possible?
Go ahead.
Let's say someone comes from your stream. They've watched you all day. They love you. They're a big fan. They watched you react to, let's say, Mr. Beast's new video. Okay?
Yeah.
And then they come to the homepage, and guess what they see there? Mr. Beast's new video. Do you think are they less likely or more likely to click his video after they saw it on your channel?
I'm gonna
answer the question, dude.
Well,
more or less likely. No. Just answer one or the other. 2 choices.
Less. Got him.
Yeah. Did.
Damn.
But I also think it's just some people are less likely to watch that video in general without someone's react on it that they like. And that's really that it's I really do believe that's the case.
Yeah, man.
So then Mr. Beast is,
that proves that you're stealing people's views intentionally. Okay, thank you, bro.
So the views and the click rate in that particular instance, do you think that will end up being a raw loss of the creator or not?
Sorry?
Are we done talking about Teddy Fresh?
Yeah, if we're done talking about Teddy Fresh, it'd be better because I don't want to feel like we're ganging up.
Get out, thief, before I fucking Robin Hood this shit. Before I start spreading the wealth of your company to other people. Holy shit, I'm gonna come at you guys for things and designs. Jesus Christ, bro.
You're being pretty silly, but ours is defensible. Yours is not. Or at least we've made... It's not defensible, but anyway, you know what? I mean, I don't see this conversation going much.
Guys, it is defensible thievery, guys.
It's
stealing in the right way.
No, I retracted that as soon as I said it, right? What you heard. I said we've corrected the error, an understandable error, in my opinion, one that you refuse to remedy after time and time and time again. You provide me 0 direct answers. And frankly, I think you know you're wrong, and I think you don't care that you're wrong because it benefits you greatly. You make a lot of money. You don't want to change what you do. And here's another thing. You're not going to be able to make 12 hours of content for Kick, who paid you $100 million, if you can't steal other people's content. Because if you don't, what the fuck are you going to do all day? Sit there and gamble? Nobody's
Rocket League!
Nobody's going to watch this shit already. They don't care about you even having arguments. Clearly, you're not very good at that. You lost 12 viewers, man. My views are very good right now, by the way.
So I think we need like a therapist to give us a hint on when the tantrum ends. When does it end, Ethan? It seems like when you go on these tangents, you go on a rampage, you just ramble and ramble without making any concise point or a question. Is it you're done with that shit? Can we talk like adults now or not?
I think this conversation has kind of been exhausted.
Okay, so where's do the worm?
Watch me full screen cam do the fucking worm.
Do that.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Reaction content and see how many. Fucking
Yeah.
Oh, he's crying in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
The worm.
That's content, man. It's original content at least. Yes, do that, bro. Do it. Dude, do a
you
week.
fucking love it, man. This is the most money you've had in the
great.
past fucking 4 years, bitch.
It's awesome. Do a week of no React content.
Oh man. Oh,
Even
man,
a
oh,
day.
man.
Even a day.
Okay, Ethan.
Do one
okay,
day without React content. I'm serious.
Hey, Ethan. Let's see your wife's merch sales on the first wave when 90% of designs were stolen.
90%?
Let's see the figures.
Wait, hold on.
It was way more than 90.
You're just being silly, bro.
Am I being silly? Prove me wrong. Because clearly the burden of proof is on you now, right? Because if you make an argument, then you have to prove it. You go ahead, prove it.
You haven't even shown. I mean, what? Dude, you're being silly, bro. You're being ridiculous.
Well, it seems like I have to prove everything, and you have to prove nothing.
That's not at all what's been happening.
And you've done nothing except prove some defunct
all right, thank you, buddy. It was a good chat. I think that we've done a good job at getting to the heart of what you care about and how you feel about taking people's videos. I think it was illuminating. I think.
Listen, I do think that there is an argument for both sides. We can both. Am I fence sitting? I don't think it's. Is it fence sitting when I agree with and disagree with both sides? Am I fence sitting? Fuck. No, there isn't. I don't think a lot of my viewers are going to watch top Twitch clips of the week unless I react to it. I just don't think that they're going to watch that. They're going to want to watch my reaction. Can we agree that you were going to watch my reaction to that? Or like even a Mr. Beast video, I don't think a lot of my viewers were going to watch that, but I watched it. So then they were going to watch it. Right. So I do think there is an argument to say that React streamers it is not cannibalistic in some ways. I do believe that there is, but I do believe it also is cannibalistic for middle-sized creators, and I will stand by that. And I think the problem is there's no real data to prove either side. There's no data. Like, Ethan's data was bullshit. I totally don't think that's not good data. But I also think that xQc is wrong when he's saying that it's not. Everyone's wrong. I do think that there's both sides are completely wrong. Or, like, not wrong, but they're partially right. There's just really there's no solution to this. Unless chat knows the solution, I don't know a solution. Because the problem is you have some creators that want you to react. You have some creators that don't care that you react. And then you have some creators that hate when you react. What is the solution? The only solution I could think of is every channel that you want to react to, you need to reach out to the YouTuber and say, can I react to your content first? Magic Cons, what is the solution to this copyright content versus debate on xQc and H3H3?
Warning, this host is not actually all-knowing and cannot guarantee accurate predictions of...
You nervous for tomorrow?
Oh, what's tomorrow? YouTube needs to delete itself. You're right. Rumble's the only answer. Ask for permission or share some revenue. I really don't think that revenue is what the YouTubers really care about. In my opinion, I really don't think that they're the ones that they're not really the ones that they care about. They care about the growth. I don't think it's necessarily the couple $100 they can make. I think what's more annoying to them is that you're stealing their views. If I was a VTuber, if I was a YouTuber, I'd care more about the YouTube views I'm losing. Because the growth is the most important thing. Because the growth is money.
It's free exposure. Terry's the reason why Mr. Beast encourages it.
Mr. Beast encourages it because it doesn't matter that we react to his shit. Because he's so big. So of course he doesn't care. Like, I'm not going to. I'm a drop in the bucket for Mr. Beast content. He gets 60 million in a day.
But re-uploading the whole react is pretty much always wrong without permission.
Yeah, you can't apply Mr. Beast. You can't apply Mr. Beast. And people say that Ludwig made that video, right? That got 5 million views or whatever, reacting to me or me reacting to his video. I mean, that's also just like not real. Because the thing is, that video that Ludwig made about me, I spammed it. It got to like 10,000 views. Because I spammed it, I had 50,000 viewers.
Get the video to a certain amount of likes before he watched it.
%10 of the revenue while reacting goes to YouTuber. Fuck the YouTubers.
I think we had a really good conversation.
Nice.
Oh my God, it's over.
And I'm not doing the worm.
I mean, I don't think you have anything else interesting to say, so I think we can wrap it up.
Really? Oh, I think your audience thinks I have something interesting to say. It's just the problem is that you're running.
How long do you want me to sit here and listen to you, watch you crawl around on the ground like a worm? I have a show to do, dude. Unlike you, I actually fucking organize and put work into my show.
A YouTuber with 20 million subscribers the other day. It's like all these people keep re-uploading my videos on TikTok, and he sent me this one TikTok with like 30 million views where it was just a part of his video, and I was like, I just called him. I was like, yo, you fucking dipshit. You know how many people of that 30 million had no clue who you were? How many viewers that drove to your videos? I was like, what the fuck are you going on about? But he was like about to strike like hundreds of people who were
What were his negatives about that?
He was just like, well, it spoils the videos, or now they're not going to watch my videos, and I just told him he was an idiot. But
I completely agree with Mr. Beast. I do think that there's a lot of my YouTube or my viewers on Twitch and also people that watch my shit that wouldn't have known about these channels. There's a billion channels out there. Do you really think that they were going to watch it? They don't know. I totally agree with Jimmy on this. I don't think that a lot of my viewers, and I think this is the argument that xQc should have just said, which is a lot of his viewers wouldn't have even known about the video or wanted to watch it without xQc reacting to it first and them seeing it, which is true. And I do think that's true. But I also stand by what I said. I do think there's like that middle ground of like 100 to 500K views that like it can hurt them. I'm not doing the worm. Shut up.